Yeah, I was editing some thumbnails the other day, and I kind of like the look of the reflection on the table without the playmat, so we're going naked today. We'll see in post if I like it or not. Anyways, we have another Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer box. It has been a while since I've done a good amount of Brilliant Stars. Don't get me wrong, I've gotten some Brilliant Stars stuff in other products and other boxes that we've done, but with it being my favorite set, like, I just need to buy a booster box already. Like, I always want to do more of this beautiful set. Well, I guess favorite set from Sword and Shield. You guys get what I mean. I ended up finding this thing at my local card store for $40. And I was kind of surprised that it's still $40. So there's our little player's guide. Also, I'm trying some new stuff with the lighting. So now you guys aren't getting that... Okay, I guess you're getting a blue glare now. But you guys aren't getting that nasty glare that ruins things on like the left side of crap like I had in the last couple of videos. So I had the light set up wrong. This time it's an overhead light, so you only get the glare if I really start doing this. Anyways, who cares about that crap? Take this thing off. We have our little divider. Wow, it's stuck. There we go. Little divider boy here. And of course, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 packs of Brilliant Stars to do here today. But it does come with a bunch of extras. I've seen these a few times, so we're just going to kind of really quickly fly through them. We have a bag full of dice. We have our sleeves, the golden-backed sleeves. I swear there was a silver version of those. We also have... Okay, we have our dividers. Didn't even mean to grab those. I'm just doing this very quickly. Cool. Dividers. Neat. I still like that little pencil art sketch thing there. Thing of energies. Great. If you guys want the entire ETB, there is the code card. We have condition markers and a V-Star token. Woo. And I do believe that is it. Look, I just bought this thing for the packs and for the fancy thumbnail. We're going to kind of shuffle these boys around. Let's see. Alright, good enough. Good enough. I guess we're doing our little shaman boy first. I just kind of had like a brain fart there. I'm just going to have to like fast forward there or something. I don't know. But we're going to pull out... Oh, no, no, no. Why is it a flip? You're never a flip. You know what? I'm not going to blur out any code card spoilers you won't be getting in this video. I'm going to give future editor me a break and not have to go blurring things out constantly. So, we have a Tropius, a Beartic, and a Monferno. Oh, I'm seeing an update for my microphone software has pulled up. I certainly hope that that has not caused an issue with the audio recording. We have a Railu Magmar, a reverse Hitmontop, so no trainer gallery. But on the end, we have a Liepard. I guess I gotta go check my audio. Exciting. Alright, it doesn't seem like that caused any issues, although it is now raining outside, so you guys might hear some beautiful background noise. I do love when it's raining out or my landlord's people... Okay, so yeah, I guess I just need to start doing it this way. My landlord's people start like mowing the yard or whatever while I'm trying to film. It's great. I love it. They were actually doing that yesterday, and so I couldn't film anything. They were mowing, like, right underneath my window. We have a Torkoal, a Gabite, and a Kling. Going on to our commons, we have the Dedenne destroying the city, the Cubchoo, Milcery, Nosepass, Snorunt. We have Magmar as a reverse. On the end, what we're really hoping for is the Trainer Gallery. Now, I think I probably have just about every Trainer Gallery card from this set already. I did buy that bundle that had some in it that you guys have been seeing some of those cards in the pack of the... Well, the bonus card of the day, sorry. Segment at the end of videos. There still might be a few left. I don't know, I never actually looked through that sleeve. Yeah, I don't know why these are printed this way. Like, they're supposed to be flipped, so you slide the card out. The Pokemon Company was getting so much better when it comes to that. Like, I don't know if this is like a reprint that we have, you know, like a restocking, and they just started doing that again, or what? Like, I remember, like, the earlier days of this channel, it was always just a toss-up as to which direction you would have to open the pack to know, you know, to not spoil what's going to be in it with the code card color. And they got so good at always making them a pull and not a flip, and it really seems like they're... Oh, it's disappointing. We have a Fracture, and on the end, a full art Marnie's Pride. I thought I saw something starting to peek out there. Look at that card, man. You know, I used to do the zooming thing, Well, I never really stopped. But I never really cared for it. Like, I'd always forget, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't actually do that because it looks really bad in post. I think with having the overhead light, this zooming to look at the card is actually working out a lot better. Which is what I always wanted. I wanted the ability to, like, zoom in and, like, show the details of the card art. And it would always make it way too dark. But that actually didn't look too bad. Of course, I won't know until I go edit the video and see it myself. But cool. I'm assuming that is one of the higher value full art trainer cards that you can pull from Brilliant Stars. I mean, I don't know. Because wasn't there another Marnie's Pride card that was, like, pretty expensive? I'm fairly certain. But yeah, either way, this thing is 100% getting sleeved. I will say the centering and stuff is all really nice, which is good if I ever decide to succumb to the Pokemon collection fever of submitting things to PSA. I am not a PSA person. I have never submitted a card to PSA. I think it'd be neat to get, you know, just a couple in the collection. But altogether, I just don't think it's worth your money. It's a personal thing. I know people that are really, really into getting their cards graded, whether it's PSA or any of the others. But I just feel like it's too expensive for what it is. You know what? If they actually flipped all of these to being a flip and not a pull, I wouldn't mind. Because now there's no chance of you spoiling it if you open the pack backwards. Right? Because before, if you open the pack this way, right, you're going to see the back of the code card and immediately know, although there are errors sometimes, if there's a hit in the pack or not. Whereas if you open it this way, then slide it out carefully without looking at the back, you're good. If they do it this way, it doesn't matter which orientation you open the pack in. All you have to do is slide it off and not look at the back of it. Huh. I used to always like pulls more, but I'm starting to lean towards flips. There's some damage on the top of that boy right there. You see that? That's good. Good thing it's only on the water energy, I suppose. We have the Hunting Gloves, the Floatzel, and the Staravia. Going on to our, ironically, Starly, our Riolu, Cherubi, Sock, Burmy, and we have the Trainer Gallery Jolteon. I am 99.9% certain I already have this card. I think it was one that I purchased for the bonus card of the day segment. I really think I have this. I know I have the Flareon. I would love to get all of these if I don't already have them. Again, I haven't gone through all of my like bonus card of the day crap. Like, look at this. There's a decent amount in that little guy still. And I'm always adding to it. There is something peeking out there. Oh, it's another full art trainer. Look, I'm excited, but I hope it's not another Marnie's Pride. And don't get me wrong, if Marnie's Pride is a very expensive card, which I don't know how much it is, then cool. But I prefer to get variety over just getting value. Either way, Jolteon is my favorite of the Evolutions. And I am so happy to have pulled that little sucker. On the end, we have Cynthia's Ambition. We've gotten two amazing full art trainers back to back with my Jolteon Trainer Gallery. I am so happy I picked this up. What's actually interesting is, like, when I went to my to that card store, like, sometimes I can't spend as much money and yada yada yada. And I went in there kind of thinking, like, all right, I don't want to go too overboard today unless they have something that, like, I'm really looking forward to, or something they haven't done yet that I'm excited for. But don't go too overboard. I walked in, saw a Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer box, a set that has been out for a long time now, and that I have done so much of. And no hesitation, I bought it. Like, I didn't even have to consider, should I do it? No, I did, because it's Brilliant Stars, and I freaking love it. And I know I can probably get them for $40 on eBay, and I can probably, get them pretty easily. I just realized I haven't really shown you guys the Cynthia's Ambition for a good little bit. I got too focused on the whole sleeving thing in my conversation with myself. But, like, I might have already done the set a fair amount, but it's just my favorite set from Sword and Shield, man. But we have Cynthia's Ambition. I'm proud, Jesus. I'm happy with this. I was thinking of the Marnie's Pride card that we have managed to pull both the Marnie's Pride and Cynthia's Ambition back to back. I imagine these things are decent valued cards. That makes me happy. I'm gonna look stupid. I'm gonna look really stupid when it turns out that those cards, like, might have been at one point, but now they're, like, 20 cents. Alright, well the exciting part is that we've had 3 crate pulls, and we are only at the halfway point. So if we were to consider that one opening, this is the second half. This is our second opening, the next 4 packs. Let's see if we can get the same amount of luck out of these. Okay, so there is a problem when they slide like that. You can see the top of the code card, well, the back of it. So that is a problem, but it's not the worst, I suppose. There's your code card. It's much less unlikely to have that happen than it is for somebody who doesn't do Pokemon all of the time to open the pack, you know, facing the wrong direction. So we have a Monferno, a Staravia, and a Vibrava. Going on to our commons, we have the Sneasler, the Duskull, Purloin, Shroomish, I think next is reverse slot, and is a standard reverse, we have the Haxorus. And finally, on the end, we have a Wormadam. Damn, we got nothing, but that's fine, it's fine. We still have 3 more to go. You know, our first 3 hits all came from only 2 packs. I just had the code card color spoiled for me already. Because of it being slid, so maybe I'm regretting my, you know, approval of this. We have a V-Star token. I actually am surprised at how rare the V-Star tokens are as opposed to just getting, you know, energies. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to collect them, but when I look at my just monumental pile of energies from the last so and so many openings, compared to my number of V-Star, well, you know, yeah, V-Star tokens, like, I'm surprised that they don't have more of those in there. We have the Collapsed Stadium as a reverse. But on the end, a Hollow Moltres! I'll take him. I'll take him. I mean, it's not another full art trainer or a trainer gallery, but it's a pretty nice looking little hollow. Look, not every hit has to be monumental. I mean, I'm sure that Jolteon wasn't. To me, it is. To me, that might be my favorite trainer gallery from Brilliant Stars. But not every hit has to be super high value or crazy or a full art or a secret rare. Sometimes you can just be happy with a little, probably around 20-cent Moltres hollow. I mean, I'm fine with it. I really do feel like the more that they do these like different kinds of cards, like, you know, I'm always, you know, price checking my cards. Not only do I keep a track of all of them through like the TCG Player app that I actually run on my computer for the sake of backups rather than on my phone. I suggest that you guys do that if you keep a log of your cards. But I also price check my cards whenever I edit these videos. And I feel like the more we're getting, like, you know, V-Stars, and we're getting Trainer Gallery, and we're getting all of these different, what's the word? Just different types of pulls, and, you know, pulls especially in different slots rather than just being in the reverse slot. I feel like it's making the value of the hollows drop even more. I mean, granted, hollows were never going to be the same value as as like your average V or VMAX or whatever else. But the fact that they're like, you know, half the time anymore, lower than the value of a common reverse is just kind of depressing to me. I still liked standard hollows, man. Like, growing up with the Pokemon TCG as a kid, standard hollow is all I really had to hope for. We have the Magma Basin as a reverse. On the end, a Mothim. So, I don't know. I'm still a big fan of just standard hollows. But even to me, they do feel less special now that, you know, we're getting all of these different things. I don't know. It's just a crackpot theory. Maybe they're just valued less because people don't want them as much anymore, which is, you know, kind of does make sense because, you know, you could buy Trainer Gallery cards. Pull out the code card. We do 3 to the front. This is our last pack. We're going to take this one nice and slow and hope that we get something good in here. So we have our uncommons first with the very colorful Luxio, our Beartic, and our Charon's Care. Going on to the commons, we have the Execute, Farfetch'd with like a colored pencil sketch. We have a Duskull, a Cubchoo, Dedenne, nothing in our reverse slot. In fact, it's worse than nothing. It's Burmy. Like, you're on, like, IGN, when IGN did that poll of the most popular Pokemon, Burmy was in the bottom 5. I don't remember where it was in the bottom 5, but it belongs there. I don't I don't care about this little dude. And on the end, a cling clang. Man. But it's fine, because as mentioned earlier many times, we have the bonus card of the day segment. I feel like I kind of already explained it, throughout the video, just using context clues. You guys can probably figure out what this segment is. But we're going to pull out, you know what, I always grab from the back. I'm going to grab randomly. What are we, I'm pulling that one out of a sleeve. It's coming out of, okay. So here's the issue. With this being in one of these, like, tall stem sleeves, all of my Trainer Gallery cards that I bought from that eBay seller came in these style sleeves. Now, I do have other cards in there that are in this style, but there's a chance that this is going to be our Jolteon. If it is, we'll do another. We have... No! Okay. And this one is actually in good condition considering its age. Like, I am seeing no whitening. Okay, maybe a tiny, tiny little dot here and there. Like, almost impossible to see. But we have our reverse Delta species Starmie from back in 2005. And I am still just astonished at the condition of this thing, because, when cards get older, you start having more issues with whitening and bending and dents and dumb kids putting their card in the washer and dryer. But I always loved Delta species. It's one of those things that I wish that they would bring back. I know that they did, bring it back with, like, a couple of cards in the Celebration set. But, like, I really want Delta species, like, as a whole to come back. So this is what? This is a Metal Water Starmie. I just love Delta species. One is a little bit weirder of a Delta species card, though, because it still has the water typing. With other Delta species, like, you could get it, like, as the complete wrong type. I guess we are kind of getting that again, aren't we? Like, because we're getting the, like, terrestrial, or whatever the hell they're calling that thing in Scarlet and Violet, where Pokemon are changing types. So I guess we are kind of getting Delta species again. They just changed the name and made them all crystally. I just prefer this idea of just the Pokemon. No crazy effects on the Pokemon. It just happens to be Metal Water now. That one might be going in a hard sleeve. It depends on its value. But for now, it'll just stay soft sleeve. It is now time for your end of video recap. Everything that was a reverse or better. I think I got all the reverses out of there. I mean, does it really matter if I forgot one? I was going through it pretty quickly. But we have the Fracture, Haxorus, very fitting, Collapse Stadium, Magma Basin, and Burmy. Then, of course, we had our Hollow Moltres here. Our very exciting Delta species Starmie. I'm assuming you're going to go on a hard sleeve. Even if the value isn't up there, I might still just throw it in one. But then we have our Marnie's Pride, Trainer Gallery, Jolteon, and Cynthia's Ambition. What a video. I mean, yeah, it's only 3 good pulls out of 8 packs. But God, like, I don't think that these 3 could have gotten a whole lot better. Like, taking value out of the equation, because the Jolteon's a Trainer Gallery, and those are usually pretty cheap, and it's not one of the, like, VMAX Trainer Galleries. I'm happy with it. This was a very, very worth it box to me. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel for at least 2 videos just like this one every single week. We get bonuses here and there. I'm trying to branch out into doing more bonus stuff. But I really hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see all of y'all next time. Goodbye for now. My microphone comes with a little pop filter built into it, supposedly. There's supposed to be like a mesh thing built into the microphone to help prevent the popping sounds. But I actually already had this pop filter here, and I just hadn't been using it for a long time, and I decided just to put it back on there. Maybe you'll see a bit of a difference. Here, you guys tell me. I'm going to make some popping sounds. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. So like, you're hearing like any wind coming through. Now if I remove it, pop, 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 pop. Yeah, I just realized I'm gonna have like a filter over that part of the video because this is the outro, so it's just gonna sound awful either way. Yeah, that kind of bliss.